What's up, guys? Oh, this is perfect. Look at all that space work, guys. Wow, how are y'all doing? Yeah, I'm Peter Akely. Y'all have fun jobs?
I'm a librarian.
That sounds something like a fun job. Librarians are great because you just like get to talk to books a bunch, you know?
I really fucking wish.
As long as the books don't talk back, like.
I work in a doggy daycare.
Oh hell yeah, I love dogs. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a professional wizard. Yeah, I sell Pokemon and Magic cards. And I used to be like super competitive at Magic, but it's been a weird time because yeah, me and my homies run like a booth at a vendor hall, and like we've been going out and playing Magic a lot with this group of guys at a bar, and I got to see my first wizard fight. I don't mean like a Magic battle. I mean like there was almost a physical fight about Magic, and that was exciting because. Yeah, exactly. It was. Let's just say it was a large competition, you know, evenly matched. But yeah, that's what happens when you bully teens. The guy, my buddy, got mad at a guy for bullying a teen. So, yep, Magic school. Y'all having a normal week? Cool, same. Yeah. No, everything's great. Man, it's been rough out there, right? It's like, it's pretty sticky, am I right, guys? Hey, there we go, first one of the night. Yeah, no, it's wild though. When we booked this show, we were like, nothing's happening that Saturday. There's no events happening that Saturday. Perfect time. That'll be, yeah. There's a lot going on this weekend, right? I mean, there's like, you know, a couple protests here. Oh, everywhere? Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, there's protests going on all over the place, and that makes sense to me. But hot take, guys. What can I say? I don't like robots. You know? Cool. Hell yeah.
Ooh, robot.
Yes. Amen. But yeah, my buddy actually got stuck this weekend at a really big protest. Bonnaroo? Every year. Well, this year they got stuck in the mud, so that was rough, and that's a long line, am I right? Hey. Sticky situation with the mud. All right, cool. Oh, hey, Sam. How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, keep
All right, cool. All right, cool. I'm gonna go to the material now, guys. I've been doing a lot of comedy lately, so I got some prop bits and some old jokes, so apologies ahead of time. First off, I want to introduce you all to my very favorite Pokemon that exists, that's real. That is my favorite Pokemon. Right now. Yeah, this is Wiglet. Yeah. Pokemon's wild, y'all. They got Wiglet now. Like, he's a sea cucumber, obviously. But in a pinch, on a low budget. Huge dick look.
Yes.
Alright. That went perfectly. Alright, so y'all having a good Pride Month? Hell yeah, happy Pride, y'all. Last year, me and my boss, incidentally, by accident, happened to go to Pokemon Nationals in New Orleans during the Pride Parade weekend. He's a lot gayer than me. I'm like, you know, half gay. Or at least that's what like my middle school bullies told me when they became my high school bullies and got into science. Yeah, my mom came out when I was like 11 or 12. She was a private school teacher at the private school I went to. And once they got to that Pundit Square, guys, hard to argue with, am I right? Hey. But, yeah, no, it's fun. I love my mom, but she's gone back in the closet. That's where we're at, you know. That's politically where we're at. My like 6-year-old mom is like, nope, me and my roommate are just really, really good friends. And that's it. We don't share any bank accounts. Moving forward. Quick Q&A. If anybody has any questions about Magic cards or Bravo shows, let me know. I'm pretty good at both those things.
Do you use that deck building website for Magic the Gathering?
See, the problem is there's like fucking 6.
Well,
No, the fun thing about Magic is that, like, they're all really angry nerds. But the fun thing about Pokemon is they're all very friendly nerds. So I do prefer the Pokemon people. But, you know, next one. Next one. All right. What do we got here? I have something to auction off at the end of the show, so just keep this in mind. Yeah, hard times. No, that'd be crazy. No, this is a nice pair of pants. About a 38. Anybody? Anybody 38? All right. That long. No, I really like making men uncomfortable by asking them their belt size. I think it's something we should all passive aggressively do more often, you know. All right, awesome, cool, that went perfect. And then I do have a pair and a half. So if anybody needs some short shorts, these are coming in at 40, guys. Look out. All right, this is not gonna evolve into anything or anything. It doesn't. All right, cool. All right, honey, how we doing? All right, honey. Sam, where you go, man? Sam, did you get a Switch too?
No, I've been looking everywhere, and I decided I have learned to accept my fate and just play with the Switch 1 as God intended. Unfortunately, I am currently stuck.
What? Oh, man.
Boss here.
You play Binding of Isaac?
No.
So basically, it's just.
Yeah, I should open this.
Oh no.
What? No, I'm sorry.
No, it's
I fucked up. I tried to buy my fiance a Switch 2, but I just bought her a second Switch. It was a Switch 2, but, you know, all right.
It was a Switch as well. Yeah.
Sam, here, help me open this.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. And. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I hope this isn't like cursed honey or something.
Yeah, no, that'd be awful if this was like cursed wizard honey or anything, you know. But yeah, anybody want a spell book?
Yes.
Come on,
All right,
spell
yeah,
books
here-
are great.
Here, man. Yeah, this is the gateway to a very addictive drug. It's a learn how to play magic book. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we got a lot of really good acts here tonight. I'm really excited. Everything
Oh, we
went
sure do.
perfectly as planned. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're right on time.
We don't do anything off key, off kilter, or off time by
And-
any means.
Yeah. No, that'd be weird. Here, would you hold this for?
Okay. Can I drink a little more?
No.
Oh.
No, you should just hold it. I want you.
Okay. Oh, stop.
What?
What's happening?
Sam,
Folks.
Sam, I'm stuck.
Oh shit! Oh god. So while we figure this out, I
Oh
think
my
we
God.
should bring on
Yeah,
someone.
You go
who's-
ahead. You introduce the next act. I'll get your switch in this bag.
He is a multi-hyphenate, which is very funny guy. Please give it up for Phong Lee, everybody.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Go ahead. It's fine. Hello, everybody.
Cool. How are you doing today? My name's Phong. I'm very excited to be with y'all today. I've actually prepared something very special.
I prepared a solo musical for y'all. A couple things about me. I love musicals. I love comedy. I love musical comedy. What's better, right? But most of all, I just love making people smile. So if someone here smiles because of something that I did tonight, then that's a win in my heart. So without further ado, I'd like to present to you the Vietnam War. The musical. We're going to cut to the opening number by John F. Kennedy, the president, singing about his woes about the war, costume change.
Da 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 da. It's a hard knock life for me.
And it was. It's the least popular war in American history. But this is fiction. This is a history where someone comes in and saves the day. So what's different? Well, in my version of history, uppity white woman, Sandra Bullock, has just gone done with The Blind Side. And now she's here to fix another neighborhood, except wait, this isn't a neighborhood, this is Vietnam.
I play Sandra Bullock, making uppity
White woman decisions. When given the choice between communism and war, I can say, hey, how about love? 525,000 minorities that need direction. That's some of you. 525,000 opinions I can give. 525,000 Asian people who don't know if they love each other yet. How do I tell these Asian people how to live? I should really relate to Sandra Bullock because my parents fled Vietnam and decided to raise me here in the American South, which is weird because now I've technically lost 2 civil wars. I was born 0-2. 2 losses, both home court advantage. For my next, I have a different sketch, and just to give some context, did you know that the first ever joke recorded in history was in 1900 BC? This is my impression of the first ever stand-up comedian.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, make some noise. Okay, I hope you're ready to bahaha, and I don't mean the ship. Okay. Very nice. I want to try a couple things out for you all, so I'm going to go get my jokes. Okay, 1 second. Very quick. Very nice. Oh, yes. Very funny joke. Took me forever to chisel, okay? Very funny. We all ready? Yeah. Okay. A dog walks into a house, and on the ground, he pees. Okay, we did not like that joke. Okay, don't worry, I will get rid of it. Okay, and okay, let's try a different joke. Make a different joke. Okay. Very different joke. Very funny. Okay, different joke. Here we go. A dog walks into a tavern, and on the ground, he pees. Why don't we like these jokes? These are very funny jokes. These are hilarious jokes. Okay. I will get rid of that one too. Okay. Gone. It's gone. It's gone. One last joke. Okay. Please. Laugh. Okay. Very funny. Different joke. A dog walks into a bar, and the barkeep says, "We do not serve dogs." So the dog says, "Wow, that's rough." We like that joke. We like that joke. Hey, okay. That's it. Thank you, everybody. I have one more bit for y'all, and it's another song.
because you know me, I got IBS. I be singing. Thank you. This is a true story.
Has your ex ever used a dumbass excuse to reach back out to you? Huh, mine sure has. Come on, y'all, put your hands up. This is a concert. I'm hanging out with my baby. Brand new day, I'm so excited. My phone beeps next to my baby. And what do I see? My ex texted me, "Did you hear Jimmy Carter died?" What the fuck? It's been 3 years. Yeah, I heard that Jimmy died. I don't know why her number's in my phone. My girlfriend's sitting right next to me. We both heard that Jimmy died. I didn't need the update that he died. But seriously though, why'd you text me at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday that Jimmy Carter died? Thank you, that's my time. It's gonna take like a minute to clean up. Thank you, everybody.
did. He was a little bothered too. It was fun. Let's get this for the recording, shall we?
Woo. All right. We're gonna be very careful.
Very careful, very careful.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
why am I steering? I'm steering the show?
you're steering the show. Yeah. It seems like you're doing a pretty terrible job. I think it might be the Joy-Con drift that's doing it, but.
How are y'all feeling? You ready for the next act?
Okay. I'll let you steer this one since you don't have the Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I don't need that. Yeah. So what is she involved with again?
Okay, our next performer is the brainchild of the wonderful improv troupe Poultry in Motion. And she also does a lot of clowning around, as you will see in just a little bit. But folks, she's got a little bit of something she wants to get intimate with you about. So I'm going to let her do her thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Jess Kagansky.
it on. Put it on. Give it up. Oh my God.
Guys, I apologize for the wording because my closer there when I screamed nobody saw this. All right.
Okay. This is getting like a predicament. Are you sure you didn't buy this from a wizard?
Yeah, no, this is definitely not like Gorilla Glue I put in a honey jar.
God, if you did that, I would be so fucking pissed at you, man. We'd have words. Yeah, we'd have more than words. I'd come to your house and I would. Oh, never mind. Okay. Family show.
I'm really excited to have our next act. I've had to confirm multiple times that he is not related to the president.
Okay. So.
It's been fun.
We have some notes here. He is.
Is there more to this bit? This is.
He is a stand-up comic.
Oh, love those.
From actor, and and you've seen him on things like Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie? I used to
yeah,
call
in
it
this
some
economy.
show casual watching.
He's hosted shows on Sci-Fi Network and Comedy Central with cool people like Open Mike Eagle.
Oh, wow.
And he's from the newest version of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Everyone put your hands together.
Ladies and gentlemen,
For Baron Vaughn!
Thanks. Hi. How's it going? Thanks for coming to a real thing, a thing where we can gather and talk before it's declared war zone, before it's illegal. Hey, how you doing? Come on in. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. Okay, so I assume people kind of know what the theme of the show is, which is sticky. Sticky makes me think of a couple very specific things because I'm a parent. I don't know if there's any parents in the house, and if you're not, then you don't know how incredible it is that I am wearing actual pants right now instead of sweatpants. You know, I'm wearing pants with a zipper and a button, and I almost went with my dress sweats. We all have some dress sweats, right? We all have the sweatpants where people are like, are those real or not? They're just really comfortable. I have two children. One just turned 6 the other day. My oldest one is 7. He'll be 8 in the fall. And school just ended. My son got straight A's, which is, I just mean that he's home. And I'm like, hey, put that down. Hey, stop climbing that. Hey. That's the kind of straight A's that he gets. Sticky, I guess the thing is, look, I was a child, as we all were, and so I was parented, and you know, I'm really conscious. Both me and my wife are so conscious about the things that we do or say to them because we know that shit will stick. Like right now, I'm like, I really shouldn't have chased my oldest son around with a knife when he was a toddler. But like, now I regret it. Like I thought it was funny at the time, but now he gets scared of me with a butter knife. You know what I mean? And also like they're in this. My youngest is at this age where he does this thing that is incredible. I never thought this would happen, but he goes to bed. Holy shit! It's amazing. It's amazing. He gets tired and he goes and sits down in the bed and then falls asleep, which is incredible because it was years and years of him just going crazy when it was bedtime, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Just me following him around the house with a blanket while he went crazy and I'm waiting for him to fall over. Like trying to put a toddler to bed is like trying to put a cape on James Brown. You know what I mean? It's the exact same experience where I'm standing next to him going like, I think you might be tired. You've been screaming for 9.5 hours. Let me put this little son of a, he's got more? How are you still doing the splits? You're gonna hurt yourself. And he's dancing around trying to torment me. He's just kind of like, hit me. And I'm like, I will not. Hit me 2 times. I will not. I don't hit my children because I was hit. I was raised by old school Southern Baptists, which means that I was spanked with a switch. And I don't mean a Nintendo system. I don't mean like you fucked up. Mario and Luigi are gonna have something to say about this. Okay, the question mark is now your ass. No, what I mean is a stick. that's what a switch is. A switch is a stick that you, the child, have to go pick yourself. You have to harvest your own weapon for them to hit you with. It's farm to table ass whooping is what it is. Because they go, you know what, we're cooking up a great recipe tonight. It's your ass. I need you to go get the ripest, swingiest switch. And then you come back with one. I think a lot about these kids because I was there when they were born, unlike my father. So I was there. I have 2 children, like I said. The first one was born at a hospital. That wasn't the plan. We were going to do a midwife kind of a situation. We wanted to do like, no drugs, very natural birth. And then when it was the day that he was supposed to come, we kept going down to this birthing center not that far from us. And the midwife was like, you're not dilated, you're not opening up, so you guys go back home. And then we went back home, and then we went back. And she's like, you guys aren't, I don't know what's happening. We're going to have to go to the hospital, which was cool. And then the second child, it was a different experience because with the first one, since we ended up at the hospital, my wife ended up getting an epidural, and she didn't really feel everything. It hurt a lot, and then suddenly it didn't hurt, which is why when she was going into labor with our second child, she didn't think it was happening because it didn't hurt enough. That's sort of like this interesting, sort of a thing about mindset, because how you feel about it changes how the experience will go. Because women are taught their entire lives that childbirth is the worst, most insane physical pain that you will ever experience, which might be true, but there's also a whole range of other experiences that could happen. It goes all the way from something called orgasmic birth, which is a real thing I don't have to explain because it's called orgasmic birth, to 4 seasons of a TV show called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. If you don't know the show I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant, it's about women who are like, I want a burrito. And then they have a burrito for lunch. And then later that day, they're like, wow, that burrito is really not sitting well. And then they go to the bathroom and have a fucking baby. And they're like, I didn't know I was pregnant. And I'm always like, if you didn't know you were pregnant, how did they know to film you, right? So anyway, I'm sitting there in the living room the day that my second child was coming. I'm there with my first child. We're watching 42, starring Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. Before Chadwick Boseman was Black Panther, he played every black person. He was Jackie Robinson. No, fuck that. He's Thurgood Marshall. No, fuck that. He's James Brown. And so I'm sitting there with my first child watching, Jackie Robinson as played by Chadwick Boseman. And my wife is in the back room laying down because she thinks she's having what's known as Braxton Hicks false labor, right? And for you R&B fans, I used to call it Tony Braxton Hicks. And for you comedy nerds, I used to call it Tony Braxton Bill Hicks, right? Because obscure alt comedy and R&B is my fucking Venn diagram. So I'm in the front with my son, and she's like, ah! She's not, you know what? That's not accurate. It wasn't really screams. It was more like guttural yelps, primal sort of sounds that were coming out of her that sounded less like screams and more like Sade B-sides. You know what I mean? Because I would hear her going, ah! Ooh, the moon is the color of my love. She sings to me, she brings to me the blood. And I'd be like, are you okay back here? And she's just like, no, it's just Braxton Hicks. It's not happening. And then she went, oh, I peed myself. And I was like, no, you did not. Your water broke, right? And then we both look at the clock, and it is 5 p.m. on a Friday in Los Angeles. And she's like, I'm not getting in fucking traffic. I'm not having this baby in a car. And she's like, uh-oh, I need to go. And then next thing I know, she's on her hands and knees in the bathroom floor, looking through her phone on the website of the birthing center that we were going to go to, looking up what to do when the baby is coming at 5 p.m. on a Friday. You don't want to have this baby in a fucking car. And she was like, okay, get some towels and lay them down. I'm like, on it. She was like, okay, wash your hands. And I'm like, as if you had to ask. This is my go-to activity when I'm feeling anxious. And she's like, okay, look to see if anything's happening. By the way, my other son is just right over here. He doesn't know what the hell is happening. He's freaking out, just going, ah, 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 just the worst tap dance. Just, ah, ah, ah. And I'm looking at her, and I look to see if anything's happening in the birthing canal, and there's just a fucking face, just like bloop right there, right? And I'm like, whoa! And she's like, okay, push on the taint. She didn't say taint. She's more scientific than that. And so I went bloop, and the baby came right out, right? And then I handed this child to her, umbilical cord still connected. She's on the bathroom floor. The other child was over here doing a bad tap dance. Somehow, I don't even know how, in the middle of all this, I text messaged the midwife and the babysitter to come over, like it's happening. And then they showed up and they were fucking dapping me up. They were like, dope, man, that was great. And people were like, oh, wow, you delivered your child. And I'm like, no, I caught him. He was gonna come. My wife, a woman, is already Stargate. You know what I mean? She's the interdimensional portal. I'm just the welcoming committee. And I remember thinking, my first thought when my second son was born, I was the first person to lay hands on him because my first son was born, and my first thought was, wow, it's just not about me anymore. And I did think that, but before that, my first thought was oh, sticky. That was my... Hey. I'm glad. Thank you. I love, you can always tell a lot about an audience by what vowel sound they make. And now I know you guys are a crowd, which is great. I prefer that. Because some crowds are like, ee. Some are like, I. Some are like, oh. Some are like, you. And sometimes they're like, why? And that is it for me. Thank you very much.
For sticky notes, those things weren't that sticky. It's kind of a shame. Baron Vaughn, everybody. Holy crap.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for coming out for us.
You got to see that for $15, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's incredible. All right.
And just quickly, I just want to say if there's one thing that you learned tonight, Sam, it's that, I'm stuck on you.
Oh, buddy. I love you too, friend.
Hell yeah. All right. So you wanna go ahead and bring up our next act? How you feeling?
I am feeling like this deal with the devil is getting annoying. What happened backstage?
No. We came in like this.
We came in like I'm gonna have a talk with you after the show because
we talked about we were gonna put on our big boy pants today.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next act is
Give it up.
a wonderful group of...
Love these guys.
Let's just say at one point they'll be incels and at another point they'll be your dreams come true. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the fabulous stylings of Gucci Flip Smash! One, here, and put the mic
rehearse.
right here, and go.
Copy.
Procrastination. The act of masturbating in order to put off doing something for as long as possible. Not always an intentional act. Going solo. Birthday party. I can't come. Surgery. I can't come. Grandpa's wake. I can't come. On my own. 925 ho, trying to get my O. Ain't no Romeo, solo with my pillow. I don't take nudes. Bitch, I'm old school. I just slap it on the printer, then I fax you. Office job all day. Good job. She say. Hand job? No way, masturbator in the room. Bitch, obey. What? Sir, I just want to remind you of the meeting. Oh my God, what is going on? 69-day ed streak. It's so hard up at the leak. My grandpa died last week. I'm kind of sad, but I can't kill my ed streak. She said, honey, show up for a bill. I'll only go if it's cock rings in the will. I gotta climax before I have a heart attack and come till my balls are numb. Come till your balls get numb. Come till your balls get numb. Come till your balls get numb. Keep coming till your balls get numb. Certified goon, I be on the net. Looking at girls I can never get. I can't get a job cause I never leave the bed and my hand be calling me. be fucking my reality. VR chat, can't relax till my dick is feeling all whiplash. IRL girls who are not my type, they won't give me pussy any night. That's okay, I don't care, cause my dick gets touched on every hair. Christmas Eve, jury duty, graduation, I can't come on my own. Gucci, smash, male loneliness, issue, put my liquid in a tissue, male loneliness, problems, bitch, come and suck on, male lonely, all you woke females are phony, you sucking on your homies, that's why I keep my girl in my home, ayy. Hentai Haven is my favorite place. Riley Reid, please sit on my face. Got no bitch in my bed, so I guess I'll use my fist instead. My day job is really hard work, hating on girls who like to twerk. Blah, that's low vibrations, ho. That ass fat, but you got to go. My money tall, just like my dick. I never, ever, ever touched a clit. So what you bring to the table, bitch? You think you're hot, but you're really mid. I still fucking hit though. If you're not a virgin, that pussy ain't shit, girl.
So lonely, I'm horny.
Red pill man, I don't do fruity drinks. I drink beers, bitch. I don't care what you think. In my house, chug-a-luggin'. I make sure I get a tuggin'. I don't study the hops, that shit is gay. And on the road, I salute the cops. Stupid women really gotta lower their standards. They see a high value man and avoid him like cancer. I got a question and I need to know your answer. Meet me in the bathroom and slam that ass backwards. No, not your vibe. You're ugly anyway. You don't deserve a nice guy.
I'm a high value man. Give me a 10 out of 10.
I'm on my grind set, alpha male type shit. Y'all big mad when my direct deposit hits. I work at Waffle House, bitch. That's why I gotta disrespect women. These girls just want the Chad, but when you leave her, she gonna be mad. They don't know how nice I am. I'm a good boy, so let me slam. No time for half-naked hoes. My valuable time only goes to my bros. Right at the spot, everybody knows you bitches do nothing but dick for gold. Mouth virgin, yeah, I've never been blown, but my hair got me about to grow.
Yeah. Put your hands up if you're lonely tonight. Put your hands up if that bitch ruined your life.
Male loneliness issues, you fucking bitch. I miss you, male loneliness. Problems need you to come and solve them. Yeah, it's Andrew Tate, about to hit my date. Legal. Don't care if I gotta call your wife a hoe. I don't know about a hard day's work. She said she needed make her squirt. Then I ship her off cause my cock was soft. Tried to say I'm trafficking, I'm just shipping packages. I don't really care cause she was that plastic, she was so bad. So I had to attack it. Literally. Male loneliness, dilemma, gonna feel this shit forever. Male loneliness, sorrow's gonna kill myself tomorrow. Stick on me. Can't hear a thing except a mouth breathing. Oh, this man, he gotta go. Hide it in the bathroom cause he can't take a no. Listen to me like you. Just met you, how come I make a list of everything you do? Told him no. out of this place. Up in the club, yeah, sipping that bubbly. But this nigga, he won't stop touching me. Get the fuck away from me, pig. Back your ass up, cause I'm tryna get lit. Yeah, sticky, sticky bitch. Sticky, sticky bitch. All right, this song goes out for all my dominant women. That's right. I have an important message for you guys. You know these men ain't shit. Call me Ash, cause I trained my man. Keep his ass on mute till I need him again. Pokemon Go and eat this ass. When I come, we're done. Gonna smoke that grass. He go and buy me shit while I stay at home. He give me money every time I need a loan. He a dog, so he sit while I scroll on the phone. He my bitch every day, cause I make him moan. Hey! Yeah, these men ain't shit. Hit him once, now he all up on this clip. Don't got to do a thing. He buy diamond rings, filling up my cup till I'm throwing up. Yeah, fuck with me. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck these men you fuck on. Tried to play the player, but he's got no gain. He said I'm the pussy slayer. He's the only one who came. No wonder that girl laughed at me when I said you might be top 3. You are so embarrassing. Talking about a wedding ring. Dogs. They want a hug, all your attention. He wants a mention. Girl sent his ass to detention. These bitches are dogs. Fuck these dogs. Don't fuck the dogs, literally just fuck them to the side. Cause they are little bitches. Bitches talking a whole lot, got bitches slobbing on my knob. And trust when I say bitches, I mean or may he leave. Rocking like a dog, he wish mommy come home. These tricks won't give me the bone. And then I laugh at Sparky's face. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the case. Get back in your cage, ho. We on a different page, bro.
Calling?
I think I'm on the phone with a witch doctor. Yeah.
No. What we need is a seamstress.
Angel nurse. It's an angel nurse, actually. Wait, seamstress.
Yeah.
Is this just an optical illusion?
No,
Bro.
our bones are fused
Bro,
together.
No, you can't.
What?
You can't just be doing like weird, elaborate bits
Hey.
like this just to throw me off. Come on, you told me. You told me you wouldn't do this again.
We try to put our legs into our pants 3 at a time.
Yeah.
You should have seen us dancing backstage. We were doing a really nice little 3-step.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
I don't know about.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Let's not
Yep.
dance.
Yep.
We talked
Yep.
about
Yep.
the logistics
Yep.
of dancing,
Yep.
and we said
Yep.
no. Okay.
All right.
We're not dancing anymore, guys. We got a couple more acts. Actually, wait. How many? Just one?
2.
We got 2 more. A couple more.
We got a couple more. Speaking of things that are good in Atlanta, our next comedian is the host of What's Good Atlanta, a really, really great show about just what's awesome about this city. And I think that's a great way to describe this next comic because he understands Atlanta on such a molecular level that I don't think anyone else does at all. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. Give it up for Mark Kendall!
What's up, y'all? Yo, keep it going for GFS. That was awesome. That was so good. That was amazing. That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. So the prompt for this show was sticky, and so that made me think of like like songs getting stuck in your head, you know what I mean? And so then I thought about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Does anyone have a favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire song? September's a great one. Yeah. Let's Groove is great. Yeah. What was it? Oh man, fantastic. Yeah. So I have this piece about September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I was just gonna read this piece real quick. So when I think about fate, the first thing that comes to mind is our country's national anthem. Of course, I'm talking about September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the scripture reads, "Do you remember the 21st night of September?" All right. Now, the song is about September 21st, like a little bit, right? But it's really about one of the greatest bands of all time at the peak of their powers, making sure that we remember the 21st night of September. They asked the listener if they remember about 8 times. You know what I'm saying? It comes up a lot. It's really important to them. And for a song, that repetition works perfectly, right? However, asking someone if they remembered a certain night like 8 times in conversation, I imagine that'd be a little bit more uncomfortable. Like, for example, imagine like a phone is ringing, like ring, ring, goes a landline phone because it's the 1970s, all right? Hello, Clark residents. Hey, Terrence, this is Maurice White from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, Maurice, I know who you are. We were college roommates. We talk every single day. Hey, man, do you remember the 21st night of September? I'm sorry, what? Remember how the stars stole the night away? Hey, man, if this is about how I took your sunglasses sophomore year, I apologize. Hello? Do you remember? Remember what, Maurice? Body click, you know. I'll stop there, but I imagine that's more or less how the conversations would go. Now, me personally, I do not remember the 21st night of September, but I wish I did, right? The song, like many of Earth, Wind, and Fire songs, it brings me so much joy. The song goes to your core and like creates these positive vibrations. Now, if you Google what happened the 21st night of September, you get a couple of results, all right? J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit was published on that day in 1937. That may have been what they were singing about. I'm not sure. But according to the song's writers, Maurice White and Allie Willis, the 21st night of September has no significance. That's just the date that sang the best. That's what they claim. And maybe to them, it had no significance. I get that. But I think that there was a reason they went with September 21st beyond it just sounding so good, That's why the song encapsulates a lot of how I see, fate or whatever, how you want to describe that. Like you see something that makes a lot of sense. You see something, you're like, man, that's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, that adds up. I just can't show you my work like they ask you to do on math tests and such. I feel like those moments of seeing something add up are connections that make me feel closer to the people around me, as well as the people who are gone. So my grandparents met at Big Bethel AME Church on Auburn Avenue, so not far from here. And so throughout my life, I would go to Big Bethel mainly for like big events, like weddings, funerals, that kind of thing. And at many of these events, there would be a person there known as the Happy Preacher. You may have known him. I don't know if you do. He was a fixture at these events in Atlanta. I remember him for essentially being the most like high energy hype man I'd ever heard. He'd usually be somewhere in the church. I'd never see him. And then when there was like a lull, right, or someone said something profound, you'd hear this loud voice go from somewhere in the church, "Wonderful!" And during a service, it works perfectly, but in conversation, maybe not so much. We're going back to the ringing landlines of the 1970s. Hello, Clark residents. Wonderful! Click. Anyway, I don't know. So I remember being in Big Bethel for my grandfather's funeral, and there's like a lot of emotions that I'm processing as I say goodbye, to like this very important person that I've had in my life. I'm feeling sad, right? You're feeling a little bit of regret over the things like, oh man, I wish I had gotten to say this or that before they were gone. I'm thinking about how before the service, my 80-something-year-old Aunt Mert asked me to go across the street to get her some liquor, but I didn't, or maybe I should have, because she just lost her brother. But also, Aunt Mert is really already lit even without alcohol, so I wasn't trying to give her more. And as I'm like in the swirl of thoughts and things like that, something snapping me out of it is the happy preacher shouting, "Wonderful!" right, in the service. But I didn't feel wonderful at that particular moment. And I wonder how he could, right? This is a sad event, or at least that's how I saw it. And I was wondering who this dude was. So after a long time, I was like, I looked him up. I'm like, I'm going to find out who this happy preacher is that keeps showing up at these major events. And so the happy preacher was a church elder by the name of Cal Morrell. He went to the funerals of celebrities like, Whitney Houston, James Brown, community leaders, or just everyday people of Atlanta, and he'd be there to spread joy. That's why he was there. And he'd always be decked out like in these amazing colorful suits, often carrying a tambourine and a Bible. He originally moved to Atlanta from Valdosta in 1967 because he was inspired by the work of Dr. King and he wanted to meet him. So in September of 1967, he did in fact meet his hero, Dr. King. And so I don't know if the happy preacher knew any of the members of Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I do like reading about quantum physics and understanding like some of it, but not all of it, And so with quantum physics, they talk about how subatomic particles can exist like in two places. And I don't have a full understanding of what that means, but to me, I think that maybe when the happy preacher met Dr. King in September of 67, there was like a subatomic vibration of joy that he felt in that moment. And that same subatomic particle was also felt by Maurice White or Allie Willis, wherever they were at that time. And they ultimately put that feeling into that song. So September 21st just didn't just sing the best, it just added up for them. And so the song September has a line that goes, "Now December found the love that we shared in September. Only blue talk and love remember the true love we share today." And so I like to think that the happy preacher was able to keep that feeling of joy that he had in that moment with Dr. King, and he wanted to share it with folks as best as he could, especially when they were going through something. In fact, he said once, "God sent me to places and events to encourage people who are sincere." So I remember in December of 2012 when we put my grandfather to rest, and I did not, in that particular moment, have joy, but the happy preacher did, and he tried his best to share it with me the best way that he knew how. And so today, when I think back to that funeral, I can reach back in time and feel his joy too. And the happy preacher, he passed away a little while ago, like a couple years ago, recently. I wasn't able to attend his funeral, but I really hope that at some point during the ceremony, when they felt the joy that he felt so often, someone stood up and said, "Maria!" And that's the end of that piece. So that's fun. I appreciate it. I'll do some bits too. I'll do some characters. I think I'm trying to thinking about sticky. I think about things that are sticking in my head. So I think about music. I also think about movies. Okay, I'll talk about this. My favorite movie of all time is National Treasure 2. Starring Nicolas Cage. Yeah. The second one is fantastic. It's excellent. If you've never seen National Treasure 2 and it's not your favorite movie as well, you just probably are missing context, and that's maybe why it's not your favorite movie. But in order to understand National Treasure 2, you have to have context. So the first National Treasure, Nick Cage, his team of treasure hunters, they use their knowledge of American history to find the National Treasure. That movie made a bunch of money. So for the sequel, they're like, "Hey, Nick Cage, you made us a bunch of money, so for the sequel, you can just be yourself, And so if you've never seen Nick Cage, like when he's truly in his element, when he's truly being Nick Cage, that means for the entirety of the sequel, National Treasure 2, he's just like walking around doing the stream of conscious monologues. He's not like going by a script. He's not speaking dialogue in the way that we would. He's talking with himself. You know what I'm saying? Like a typical scene in the movie National Treasure 2, Nick Cage, he'll be like in a deep dark cave with his fellow treasure hunters trying to find the second national treasure. They'll come across like an old scroll left behind by one of the founding fathers. It'll have a very cryptic riddle on it. Something like, the founding fathers always went left. And all the treasure hunters, they're stumped. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. Everyone except for Nick Cage, who pops out of nowhere, and he's like, "We got to go to London." You know what I mean? Like, just like that. It's like, "We got to go to London." Everyone's like, "What, Nick Cage? What are you talking about?" And then he realizes he said that out loud, and then he has to like justify like what he says. He has to like backtrack. He's like, I meant to say that we got to go to London. The riddle said the founding fathers always went left. They always went left. Left. Okay, left. What's the opposite of left? Right. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We got left and we got right. Those are both directions. Left and right. What are the other two directions? Up and down. So you got left, right, up and down. Left, right, up, down. Left, right, up, down. Start is a video game cheat code. Video games. I love video games. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. What American icon rapped about having a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis at the same time? Notorious B.I.G. B.I.G. B P-I-G. Those are letters. Where do letters come from? The Letter Factory on Sesame Street. Sesame Street. Jim Henson. Jim Henson is the Muppet Master, but the word master rhymes with the word blaster. A blaster shoots things like bullets or water. Who shoots water? Squirtle. Squirtle is a Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. Pikachu ends in the letter U, as in you, Soldier Boy. Crank that, crank that, crank that. What do you crank? Machines, machines. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution started in London. Therefore, we got to go to London. That's the whole movie. That's the whole movie, National Treasure. Yeah. Yeah. It's the greatest movie of all time. I love that franchise so much. There was a Disney Plus show that only went one season, which was sad. I wish there was more of it. If they ever gave me the keys to the National Treasure franchise, they're like, hey, Mark, listen, we want you to make a National Treasure 3. I already know what I would do. I love Nick Cage, but I replace him with Sam Jackson, and I call it National Treasure 3, The Search for Reparations. All right, and it'd be about Sam Jackson, his team of treasure hunters getting reparations for black folk. And what they find out is, all these years, reparations for black folk have been collecting interest year after year after year in the center of Stone Mountain, all right? And the only way to get it out is to blow up the carving on the side of the mountain. So they blow up that carving, and there's like blood spilling out, or not blood, gold spilling out of the mouths of these Confederate soldiers. And then like, you got Sam Jackson, he's like snowboarding down the Stone Mountain of Gold. He's like, woohoo, yeah, I'm snowboarding down the mountain of gold, woohoo. That's just the first like 8 minutes of the movie, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the time, he's just like living his life, learning more about himself. He's just like, you know what, I do like listening to music on vinyl, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so we go and see him go to a record store. He goes and he buys the greatest DMX song of all time. The one where he goes, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Y'all know the scripture as well. It's the greatest DMX song of all time. It really sticks in your head because when you examine the punctuation more closely, he goes up in here, question mark, and then there's like dot, 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 up in here, period. You see what I'm saying? Which means that it's in that ellipses that DMX realizes that it is in fact here. You know what I'm saying? That he's supposed to lose his mind. So of course it begs the question, what is it that happened to DMX in that ellipses, that relatively short ellipses that gave him that sense of realization where he discovered himself and where he belongs in this world? How'd that happen? I postulate this DMX asking us as listeners to make the distinction between the ego and the self. You know what I'm saying? And DMX is like, he's like, take that step, discard the ego, discover who you really are, and you'll know where you belong. And then we'll see Sam Jackson have that realization in his eyes, and you roll credits on National Treasure 3. Thanks, y'all. My name is Mark. Appreciate y'all.
Guys, give it up for Mark Kendall one more time, everybody. Hell yeah! Oh, man. National Treasure is fucking dope, honestly. It's like, what if Dan Brown characters fucked? Hell yeah. Librarian, got me back? All right. Okay, sorry. You're good. It's not worth it, honestly. We'll go on to the next joke. So yeah, Dan Brown wrote the fucking Angels and Demons and stuff, right? And like that movie has, you know, Tom Hanks in it, which proves, you know, Nick Cage is a more compelling actor to me, at least, because I prefer National Treasure. And like, also, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm still scared of robots. Yeah, and like the only like AI like replacement version of a movie that I'm like on board and would pay money for is if it was just Nick Cage in every role. Because I'd see that. Like, I've tried to see it, but they keep putting Pedro Pascal there because he's so much hotter. All right, hey, let's go. All right, how's vamping going, Sam? You keep going. You vamp it up, baby. All right. No, we're off the rails. Am I right? Hey. No, how do you guys feel about popcorn? I loved popcorn, but now my teeth is bad, so I don't popcorn anymore. Am I right? Hey. That's the fun part about getting old is like eliminating foods. Awesome. Yeah, we talked to a seamstress in the bathroom. There's just one hanging out. We're back to normal, guys, and we have about a whole other act left. So y'all having a good time? Guys, just quickly give it up for everybody who's performed so far. And yourselves. Yeah. Oh man. This is a good show, y'all. Y'all having fun? Sick. Hell yeah. No, one time I did a stand-up set that was just me asking the audience how they felt. And it was good for a while until one of my friends was like, I feel bad. And I was like, oh, this is why you shouldn't do open mics. Yeah, no, comedy is great, but I don't like being out and then feeling bad about it. And up to me on that. Am I right? Hey, my decisions. All right, cool. We're doing good, guys. We're doing great. The longer I go, the more I dance slowly. So, yeah. No, I was in show choir. I've actually performed at Carnegie Hall and Disney World. And, all right, cool. The fun thing about getting to perform at Disney World is what they always say is, practice, 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 or pay money. All right.
Yeah, he's incredible, man. Give it up for Pete Akely, y'all. No, this is the hardest working comedian in the entire city, and no one knows it. Come on, man. All right. Our next band comes to us all the way from Augusta, Georgia. You're about to have a little bit of two-piece punk fun. It's going to be rowdy, and it's going to be a little bit... I said rowd and rowdy. That's incredible. All right. Yeah. All right, give it up for Augusta's own Dinosaur the Third.
Yes. How's everybody doing? So we actually drove up from Charleston. So we're based out of Charleston and Augusta. So I'm living in Charleston this summer. Connor lives in Charleston indefinitely, and I live in Augusta too. So we're driving to Augusta after this. We've got some magazines, some zines, some comics. If y'all are into that shit. Connor's got Color Mac shirts. So I'm Dinosaur 3. Connor's Color Mac. And together we're Neon Tomboy. So you're actually seeing Neon Tomboy tonight. We've only been together since May. But yeah, we're a band that's been playing since May out of Charleston. And this first song is about the best girl's name of all time, Clydia. So the song Clydia, and you're welcome to use that. You can name your daughter Clydia if you want. So the song's called Clydia. Ready, Connor? crank up that FM again. 'Cause you gotta be home by 12 a.m. or you'll turn into a pumpkin again. Got that autumn feeling to pretend. Your swing's getting thick again. 'Cause you're crushing on a crusher girlfriend. Bartender, a whiskey blend. I hold the record, don't need to defend. Hold your laughter, don't pretend. I hope you're proud of my chagrin. We're too far gone and can't amend. But at least we can befriend. Ain't got a home, but I got a tan. And it's getting pretty near the end. At the honky tonk, we will be proud and bomb. At the honky tonk, we will pump and stomp. At the honky tonk, we will be pumped and bomb. At the honky tonk, we will pump and stomp. When you realize you're dead again, and you're the hangman. Hey man, it's dead again. You're afraid to ask out your friend, 'cause it's getting pretty near the end. Until you say the word again, and you'll live in sin. You'll adhere to a plot, mon frere. At the honky tonk, we will be pumped and pumped. At the honky tonk, we will pump and stomp. At the honky tonk, we will be pumped and pumped. At the honky tonk, we will pump and stomp. At the honky tonk, we will be pumped and pumped. At the honky tonk, we will pump and stomp. At the honky tonk, at the honky tonk, at the honky tonk, at the honky tonk. At the honky tonk, at the honky tonk, at the honky tonk. What you wanna do? Go to the movies or to a bar? Do you like jazz or classical? What about musicals? It's fantastical. Don't you wanna get out tonight? Category states, category states. Category states, category states. Category states, category states. We can play some tennis and then snag up brunch. Host a swimming party, I've got a hunch. I'm feeling the punch. We're drunk with love. I get physical, I'm metaphysical. I just hope you'll give me a call. Don't you wanna get out tonight? Let's take this night and make it take flight. Category states, category states. 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 We can watch cartoons and eat some food. We'll play nice and won't be rude. No attitude. Or platitudes. We'll laugh and touch. It won't take much to get in the mood. Like Scooby-Doo. Don't you wanna get up tonight? Let's take this night and make it take flight. Category states, category states. 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 Thanks. Hey, thanks. This next one is really sticky. It's a very sticky song called Sugar Daydream. You'll see. So be prepared. It'll be the stickiest moment of the night. Moments. Y'all having fun? Is anybody not having fun? Raise your hand if you're not having fun. What can we do to increase your fun? More fun? How can we decrease the fun? Y'all are allowed to dance, by the way. If y'all want to get up and dance, yeah, or dance in your seat. That's fine too. This is the comedy portion right now. That's my guitar is trying to tell jokes. Failing miserably. Bad joke. Another bad joke. And that concludes the comedy portion of the show. All right, this one's called Sugar Daydream. Skipping through the clover patch, bubblegum lips and a birthday scratch. Hopscotch heart, you whisper tag, then pull me down with your paper bag. Lick the honey off my jaw, you draw a sun with your dirty little claw. Hide and seek your sugar dream. Bite my lips till I wanna scream. Toy box full of leather strings. You hum the tune that the sparrow sings. Cherry bruise on your candy knee. You said pretend, now you're shadowing me. Lick the honey off my jaw. You draw a sun with your dirty little claw. Hide and seek in your sugar dream. Bite my lips and I wanna scream. You're a sandbox in with a plastic knife. Cut me slow with your dolly's laugh. Stuck a sticker on my thigh. Said you're mine now, don't you cry. You want my gumdrop soul, yes please. You want my juice box heart, don't tease. You wanna taste the wild inside. Say all go and open wide. Lick the honey off my jaw. You draw a sun with your dirty little claw. Hide and seek in your sugar dream. Bite my lips and I wanna scream. Lick the honey off my jaw. You draw a sun with your dirty little claw. Hide and seek in your sugar dream. Bite my lips and I wanna scream. Thanks. All right, we got one more. This is this is the first one I thought of. This is a song called "Dead Flowers" by the Rolling Stones, a very obscure band that no one knows about. They're not even on Spotify or Apple Music. Don't look for them. They're the most obscure band. And it's off the album. Does anybody know the name of the album that the song's off of? Blank Fingers. That's right, Sticky Fingers. Oh, when you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know. Well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down. Susan, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers at my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Oh, when you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day. Well, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon, and another girl will take my pain away. Take me down, little Susan, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers at my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. for having us. I feel like we're like on like a late night show or some shit. It's really cool. You know it? So I appreciate y'all having us, honestly. It's been really fun. Been a fun night. We're going to drive to Augusta. I hope y'all can support us, buy some shit, tip us, whatever. But yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
Tip those guys. Tip those guys. And I'd like to offer you a nice sparkling water in your time of need.
Sam, your mic is cold.
My mic is cold. My mic is cold. My mic is
so hot
my
it's
mic.
sticky.
My.
It's hot now.
Cool. Now it's feedback, baby.
A little too
Let's
hot.
go.
Guys, thank y'all so much for coming on out, y'all. Hell yeah. Dinosaur Dinosaur the Third? That was a pretty Jurassic act, am I right? Hey.
Dinosaur the Third performing as Neon Cowboy.
I'm really glad none of you stood up and said, no, that was the second period of dinosaurs in response to that joke, because, hey, I had to fact check it immediately. That's a good joke, because you have to fact check it, you know?
You know all the periods by heart?
No, just by dinosaur cards as children. Am I right?
Yeah. All right, folks, if you want to find out more about this show, you can follow me or Pete on Instagram. We do this show here every 6 to 8 weeks, and we can't do this without your support. So the fact that y'all have all shown up and seen all these wonderful acts means a lot to us. We want to keep this as a little, like, beacon of everything that is good within art, culture, and everything, because the way that, like, our society is going. Yeah.
Don't worry.
The way that society's going, man, like, the funding for the arts is basically dead. So it's up to all of us to keep that going. So give yourselves a round of applause.
Hell yeah.
My God.
Thank y'all so much. Have a great night.
All right, wait, Pete.
What?
We gotta introduce-
Whoa. We got another show?
Yeah. We have another show
coming
on
up?
August 2nd.
August 2nd?
I think I'm looking at one of the acts right here.
What?
I'm staring him right in the eyes. His beautiful blue eyes. Brandon, talk about your improv group.
Cooking with Gas. It's a duo. I'm just quoting you for the record. With
Hell
the
yeah.
lovely Megan Turner.
You remember Brandon if you went to last times as good old Joe Mama. So, yeah.
Previously on.
Previous on Prompt Show. So our next act is going to be our next theme for everything. Everyone give me a drum
Thank
roll.
God, I thought there was another act I forgot about.
I need a drum roll.
Our next month's theme for July, June?
August.
Jesus Christ. August 2nd. What is it?
Origin.
Origin? Ooh.
Origin.
This is going to be real Jungian. Am I right? Hey, y'all.
Origin.
All right, and that's the very end of the show. Thank you guys so much.
I could say that for another 10 hours. Origin. 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 Origin.
Big shout out to Dynamic
Origin.
Eldorado for having us, guys. Give it up for the venue.
Origin. 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 Origin.